Hello everybody, this is Mateo and we are in the Pattern Bush. This is basically a giant rectangle of a forest. Like somebody just came in here, chopped down a whole bunch of trees into a perfect rectangle, and then grass grew in places where we can catch Pokemon, and Hitmonlee can crash when attempting to high jump kick. And not wanting to risk that again, I hope that a strength can take down a Farfetch'd, but it doesn't. So we're going to go into Dugtrio, despite the fact that he is ground type and ground doesn't affect flying. It should work just fine. I mean, he's still powerful and stuff, and he needs levels and whatnot. That being a lot of water trainers, we don't have much of a chance to use Dugtrio. So, yay Dugtrio. But anyways, they just kind of cut down all the trees, and then grass grew here. And in this grass, by the way, we can find Heracross among other Pokemon. And if you remember from last time, there was that girl who was looking for a Heracross with a big horn. And oh hey, a Heracross, we were just talking about you, talking about how cool and stuff you are. And if I remember right, up until the 4th gen, Heracross was a very good Pokemon. Like, he was really up there among usability and whatnot. I mean, Heracross is a pretty cool looking Pokemon too. I really like it. Neat design, neat typing. So, there you go. Okay, but he's still not that bad and when a trainer uses him. Okay, let's see here. What am I looking for? A Hyper Potion. We're actually going to use an item on the screen, and Dugtrio has very little HP, kind of like Mr. Mime that I was talking about a couple parts ago. Didn't really think about that, but you know, Mr. Mime isn't the only one with very small HP. Okay, this girl, breeder, that's weird. Most breeders usually have 6 Pokemon. But here we have a Chansey, highest special attack in the world, or highest special defense rather. Its attack stats are crap, however its defense stat is also crap, so use like a fighting type move or any physical type move and it will just go down really quickly. Has a lot of HP too, so you might need to use a bit of a strong physical move in order to beat it. But even the weakest physical move could probably bring it down like a 1/4 of its HP. It just has so little defense. And here we have a Snubbull. It's a new Pokemon introduced in the 2nd gen. It's a normal type. It's meh. I kind of equate it to Rattata and Raticate, because it evolves into Granbull and then that's it, so it only has that single evolution. As well as, it isn't that great. It's better than Raticate, while Granbull is higher attack, I believe. But really, I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of Granbull. Weepinbell, we've fought these before throughout Kanto. For instance, a lot of people in Erica's gym use them. But it shouldn't be that bad. Of course, Earthquake leaves it with just 1 HP, and then I get a very needless critical hit on Slash. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Flareon, because he burns plants like nothing. And they should be going down really quickly. Yeah, does he have... Oh yeah, Victory Bell, which is kind of neat. We really don't see very many Victory Bells at all in this game. Usually, the trainers stop at a Weepinbell. Even though they could just go over to Celadon real quick, like, buy a Leaf Stone, and then look at that, immediate Victory Bell. And if that guy had 2 Weepinbells and a Victory Bell, and he obviously evolved one of the Weepinbells, why didn't he buy 2 more Leaf Stones to evolve all of them into a Victory Bell, and then they'd be slightly tougher? I don't get it. Maybe he just had enough money to get one, or maybe he just found a Leaf Stone lying around. Either way, here we have Clefairy. I think they're kind of like Chansey. A lot of HP, defense, special defense. Although their special defense is lower, their defense is higher. They're kind of middle of the road, I believe. I don't know, I've never really used a Chansey or a Clefable before. And same with this girl, although it kind of makes more sense because you can't buy Moonstones, you can only find them around. So, oh well, hopefully Magnitude can hit. Although I do really not see how you could dodge an Earthquake. Apparently it's possible if you use Minimize enough. Or any evasion move for that matter. Like, Smokescreen, use Earthquake, misses somehow, even though it's an Earthquake. I mean, my assumption would be that the Pokemon would jump, but they can only jump for so long. I don't know. And here we have Pinsir, which is honestly a pretty cool-looking Bug-type Pokemon, but that's about it. I mean, it has pretty good attack and moves, but it's outclassed by other Bug Pokemon, I believe. That and I've really hated bug-type Pokemon until semi-recently. Now, I think they're pretty cool. I think, like, maybe a year ago. Because I remember saying how much I hated bug Pokemon in Pokemon Crystal. But I think, like, after using Scizor and a few other bug-type Pokemon, and just realizing, like, how good they could possibly be, certain ones of them at least, I started to get into the whole bug-type more. I mean, other than the basic generic, like, Butterfree, Beedrill, Beautifly, Dustox, stuff like that, but all the other bug types, other than those, like Heracross and Escavalier, Pinsir sometimes, he's meh compared to the others, but oh well. Still, bug types, pretty cool, I think so now. Yes, that sentence made sense. And here we have a Growlithe or Hoppips, even though they are quite the level to be evolved into their final form, Jumpluff. But she's only going to use the second form, Skiploom. And if I remember right, Hoppip and Skiploom can only learn 2 attacks, being, well, the entire family, rather, can only learn Tackle and then much later on Mega Drain, other than TM moves, but by level up they just learn a lot of auxiliary stuff. And I never really see people use them. I honestly am not a fan of the entire line, so oh well. Now that we have gotten out of Pattern Bush, we can explore more of... I'm guessing this is the green path still, but... I mean, it's looking pretty blue right now. I don't know. Wasn't really paying attention. Oh well. Maybe she lives on this island, I don't know. Either way, we now have Psychics, which we haven't really seen a whole lot of since Saffron Gym? I think it's Saffron? Yeah, Saffron. It's been a while since I played this game, come on now. And hey, she has a Slowbro! Should have sent out my Slowbro, and then we'd have a Slowbro on Slowbro battle, although that would have worked out pretty well because resistances and stuff. However, Pikachu can barely hold on and Thunderbolts to death. Or fainting, rather. And now that she's rather hurt, actually, go ahead, switch back to use the Bite, because it's super effective against Kadabra. Although Kadabra's defense stat is really bad, its special defense is better, so maybe a physical attack from, like, Dugtrio or something, like Magnitude would have been better. But, oh well, really didn't matter in the end. Although we are starting to take some damage, so let's go ahead and use more items, including this Hyper Potion. And another Hyper Potion for Pikachu. Oh yeah, Hyper Potion it up. Although 2 of my Pokemon are currently dead. And actually all of my special attackers are the only Pokemon that I really have left. Although Flareon does have the stats to be more of an attacker, I just kind of set it to be a special attacker because... meh. It's a fire type, so fire is special. And that's about it, really. Oh well, either way, it's not easy sending Pokemon out while swimming. I mean, I don't think wouldn't be that bad. I mean, just like, throw the Pokeball, they jump out. As long as it's not a fire or ground type, they'd be okay. Oh well, she only had a single Marill, so... there you go. We have the double battle going on over there. Pikachu should be set because he has type advantage. And I guess why not? We might also use Flareon as well. Although this might not end well, I don't know. Them being water types. Poliwhirl and Starmie. Okay, well, turns out Flareon does have something that it could do. Oh man, I almost used Thunderbolt against my Flareon. That would have been bad. But yeah, Pikachu can quickly take out the Poliwhirl. And luckily he didn't use a water type attack, and Bite will be super effective against Starmie, which has a sub-psychic type. And then from there we just quickly ended off here, living with 1 HP, getting the Rapid Spin off, and then getting paralyzed because of it with Pikachu's static ability. And then he's just fainted from there. Really humorous. Okay, this guy apparently has very short vision. Or maybe he's just like dying and stuff. And, like, his eyesight's becoming bad because he swam so far, apparently. Okay, well, Pikachu's taking down all of the water types in this part. Like I said, lots of water types. And oh, hey, a Wartortle. Again. And there's the help screen yet again. I swear, that thing's going to show up in every single part. Okay, so that attack right there where Wartortle was lowering its head and then its defense increased, it was actually going to use a move called Skull Bash. It's a 2-turn normal type move, kind of good, not the best. But you do get a defense raise when you have your head lowered, but then your defense goes back to normal after you use the actual attack and you do damage. So, meh. I mean, it's kind of good if you want to, like, live a hit and you know that you're going to be faster or whatever. Which Wartortle, a lot of the time, isn't. But, oh well. Quillfish, kind of a neat Pokemon, although very forgettable. I've never ever used one, or really, this is, like, among the first 5 times that I've ever seen a Quillfish. Honestly, it's a water poison type, I want to say. It's definitely water. I'm pretty sure it's also poison. Which has been seen by this Tentacruel over here, which has already been water poison type, and I forgot to cut it out. Let's just run away. Oops. But still, that kind of segued really nicely into me saying that there have been other water poison types as well. And hey, we have Team Rocket around here. Interesting. What's going on with you, Mr. Team Rocket guy? Got a Muck? Oh, too bad I don't have Dugtrio around. Dugtrio would have just been like Earthquake or Magnitude. I don't know if I have Earthquake yet. And then it would have been done very quickly. But man, Muck and Weezing as well are very specially defensive. I mean, it took a Thunder and 2 Thunderbolts to knock this thing down. I didn't even see what level it was. Okay, it was around level 48. That's pretty close to my level, actually, so it's not like it was like 10, 20 levels lower. Oh well. Golbat even survived Thunderbolt, even though it was super effective. Come on, Pikachu, you're slacking. And then we're going to go ahead and actually use Rock Smash for once against this Raticate. And this will be the only time anybody ever uses Rock Smash, just saying. Okay, well, while we're wrapping up this battle here, this Rocket guy is actually by a cave. And in this cave, you can actually find certain wild Pokemon depending on what you get because of the mystery gift. Because I haven't gone to an event or anything, I can only find Zubats, but you could find other things like Mareep and Stantler. But really nothing of too much interest. So yeah, see, just a Zubat. You could catch other things like Mareep, Stantler, I think there was one other thing. Just a whole bunch of Johto Pokemon via the mystery gift. And that's it for today. See you all next time.